with Caleb Williams and the Bears. How about Caleb Williams and the Bears? 24-18 win over the Rams. A very injured Los Angeles Rams team, and you could tell just from watching Matthew Stafford when he goes out there. I mean, who the hell are they throwing to? No Puka, no Cooper Kupp.
Atwell.
I actually like Tutu Atwell, but their leading receivers are Tutu, Jordan Whittington, DeMarcus Robinson, Colby Parkinson. Whenever those guys, unfortunately, when those guys are your leading receivers, it's probably going to be a tough day for the
You
offense.
say those are the leading receivers. Besides Kyron Williams, the running back, those were their only receivers.
Those were the only receivers there. So, yeah, here, RBF, that dad. Caleb Williams has nothing to do with that win. And that's one way to look at it. Caleb finishes 17 for 23, 157 yards and a touchdown. There's a little bit of, terrible Steelers to the Bears. When they win games, it seems to be because their defense will make a big play or two, and they'll have big interceptions, and that did happen today. Stafford had a red zone turnover to win the game. They had an interception to win it, and Caleb Williams, he did not win this football game, but he didn't lose it either, and that's what he had been doing earlier this year. So through 4 games now, we've had mostly bad. Today was the best day of his career. Where you stand, where should Chicago Bears fans feel after the huge expectations at 2-2? Would you be happy as a Bears fan?
2 things to say. One is, as a Bears fan, I'm happy that we acquired DeAndre Swift in the offseason. He had 165 yards today. The Bears had 99 yards from players not named DeAndre Swift. So he was really the savior of this game. But here, I think, is the thing to keep in mind and sort of flags Caleb Williams' development. First 3 weeks, how was he against the blitz? He completed 44% of his passes and threw 2 interceptions. Today, he was 8 of 9 for 75 yards and a touchdown versus the blitz. So does that mean that all of Caleb Williams' problems are fixed? No. What it does mean is that today you saw Caleb Williams play the best game of his career. You saw him make some strides forward. And again, everybody who was reasonable expected there would be a period of tumult. It's unlikely that you have guys come out and look like Jaden Daniels and just light up the league from day one. And frankly, Caleb Williams is not getting a lot of help from his offensive coordinator, from the scheming, before today from the run game. So again, Caleb Williams, has he looked like a star? No. Was today real progress? Yes. Are the Bears going to the playoffs? Probably not. Does that mean when you've got 4 games versus the Panthers, Jaguars, Commanders, and Cardinals, with another one against the Patriots after, those are your next 5 games, you should expect to see something from Caleb Williams? I think so.
And what have you said this entire season? You've basically said it doesn't matter for the Bears. Nothing actually matters other than Caleb Williams progressing. And today was a day of progression. Like, frankly speaking, this really was the best game of his career. And he had a couple big time throws. His touchdown to DJ Moore, that connection finally produces a touchdown. It had been a while, but still a lot of dump offs. And DeAndre Swift kind of had a big game today. You got to see a little bit more of the skill position players than we've seen most of the year from Chicago. I think it was actually a really good day to be a Bears fan. You still haven't gotten that game where Jaden Daniels had that Monday night performance where we sat back and were just floored at how good he looked on Monday Night Football. And Caleb hasn't had that moment yet, and he might not have it for a while. He might not even have it this season. You hope he does have it at some point, but you got to be patient with these things. A lot of quarterbacks don't come out, as you said, like Jaden did, like CJ Stroud did at one point last year. And it took CJ a few weeks to get going too. So they'll get there. It's a kind of a cursed organization when it comes to quarterbacks, so you got to be a little patient here. It's been, 80 years and 90 years of Bears football. You've never had any crazy franchise quarterback. Be a little patient on the guy you're hoping for.
Yeah. And this performance still would have been one of the best performances from Justin Fields last year, right?
Yeah.
So,
Fields is actually looking kind of good here.